So we were at a Falcon Lake in Wisconsin, crystal clear water, and I was throwing a silver spoon because I'm from South Texas, and that's just that's what I'm used to throwing, especially if I'm new to the area, I don't know anything. And my brother-in-law's out there; he knows what he's talking about. I'm throwing like this super shiny thing, and I'm getting absolutely nothing. And he was throwing a pumpkin seed soft plastic, and what he was doing was just letting that thing go down and sit on the bottom, and then just give it just the most subtle of little twitches, and he was getting destroyed. And it's like that, it was non invasive. It wasn't something that was
Yeah.
shocking the bass and everything. And I mean, he knows that lake and things like that make a huge difference and all that. But I mean, it was a night and day difference between what we were able to catch in that particular situation.
Yeah. Yeah. That is interesting though, like because I know, and it all does, and it does depend on like where you're fishing at, and like the areas. Different things work differently. Like I found that out when we moved up to Kansas. Everything that I thought about stuff here completely changed when we went to Kansas.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it was like a different area, and they liked different stuff. But I would say like some kind of moving bait. Well, and the reason I would say for a first person starting out like with a moving bait is because fishing like soft plastics or something like that and trying to get the this and then know what the bite feels like is way more difficult than them just reeling and all of a sudden I've got a fish on. So that's why I mean that's the main reason why I said
That
something
or use a
moving.
bobber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up, we've got, here we go. So we kind of covered that. Let me jump onto the next one. That kind of was covered in the previous conversation. The difference between hard lures and soft plastics is the action, the presentation is just going to be a little bit different, and it's kind of the conditions that you're throwing in.
Durability.
Yeah. How often should you change them? You're talking to a new guy who's out there for the first time.
So you're talking soft plastics, I'm assuming there.
Well, I mean, my take on that is, so when we're out there, and I don't do this enough, but one thing I've been told to do is, we're out there, we're fishing, and you fish for 30 or 45 minutes, and that first 30 or 45 minutes is going to really tell you, are you in the right spot? Are you using the right thing? And I mean, if I'm not catching anything in 30, 45 minutes, I'm moving on, either to the spot or I'm changing my lure, I'm changing my approach. If I can put out 4 different rods, 4 different styles, I'm going to see what works.